I don't know. I think it's kind of interesting though, because this movie has a few cars in it that I'm gonna talk more about, you know, because it's got the Shelby GT500, the S197 one, with the 5.8 liter Trinity engine, which is just, man, such a sick car. It's wide body, and I've always liked that generation of GT500 because of that engine, and because you can go to 0 to 60 in 1 gear, and I don't know why, but the idea of that, probably not massively usable, but it just sounds really freaking cool to me. Obviously, getting at the top of 3rd gear, you're probably at jail time speeds because of that. So you don't really get to spend a lot of time reeling through gears, so that's the downside. Then you've got all the crazy hypercar kit cars. You've got the Koenigsegg's, the Agera R is probably my favorite Koenigsegg of all time. There's a McLaren P1 in this movie as well. Well, again, another kit car, obviously. They throw these cars around. I can't remember what the basis of these cars are. If I ever really want to check, I can go to Lil Manike's video where he talks about it briefly at the end of his video about the Mustang in this movie. But I saw a GTO. Hold on. One thought I had as a kid that I thought was kind of interesting is that even though I didn't really know to use the word progression, there is kind of progression in this movie where he starts off in the humble beginnings with all these classic muscle cars, albeit very nice muscle cars and classic cars and low end and not probably much more than 400, 500 horsepower. And then you get the insane Shelby Super Snake, let's say, and then you end the race with the multi-million-dollar hypercars and supercars. So I remember having that thought as a kid when I first watched it, because the cars were the main things I paid attention to, that just like the video games, there was kind of progression. You went from little leagues to mid leagues to big leagues. Starter cars, mid-level cars, end game cars. I thought that was really interesting. Whether it was intentional or not, I don't know how much thought went into this movie. I mean, they definitely weren't lazy with it. There were a lot of people very passionate about this stuff involved. Aaron Paul included. My biggest memory, actually, of this movie is actually the interview Aaron Paul had on Top Gear about it. Nice GTO. He just keeps revving. SLR McLaren. That's interesting. Because of the P1 in this movie, for one thing. But McLaren was just starting to really get its feet on the ground with its own production cars. Was it still the MP4? Was it still the 12C at this time? Or did we start getting things like 570s and stuff, 650s? I don't know what fucking order it goes in.
You know, I've seen 100 custom racing shops since I left this town. I still haven't seen work as good as yours.
That's these guys, not me.
I have a very special car that needs to be finished.
What kind of car are we talking about?
Ford Mustang.
A Mustang.
Ooh. It's the one Ford and Carol Shelby were building when Carol died.
How did you get it?
Mr. Shelby and my uncle, they were close. You finished building my...
Well, that explains why it's the GT500. Should I get a 5.8 GT500? That's some serious legacy right there. I feel like I don't know. The current GT500 is really cool. The 5.2 is cool. The DCT is kind of cool too, having a DCT and a Mustang. But the GT500 with the 5.8 is it's just special, man. That's the first Mustang I ever actually liked. And I learned who Carol Shelby was from this and Top Gear. The one where Jeremy Clarkson raced the Mustang to France?
You finished building my Mustang like you rebuilt that Gran Torino. I'll give you $25,000 what we get for the car. $25,000? Car's worth $2 million. Minimum. That's $500,000 in your pocket.
Are you serious? He's sitting there watching them play video games while he's playing the bass? Where'd all the other cars they were working on go? Did he just give them back to his customers and be like, sorry, I got something else going on? That's not cool, man.
Where the rest of it?
We got a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
Why is it... So we saw the 5.8, but why why is it why is it missing so many body panels? Oh, my eyes. Those wheels are fucking huge. Holy crap. I mean, the car is gorgeous, don't get me wrong, but like, how the hell did they do that? Is the body kit fiberglass? Is it carbon fiber? Is it steel or aluminum? Like, how did they do that? Making body kits and molds and stuff, that's gotta be fucking expensive. Doing quarter panels and fenders and all that? Also, hilariously, we didn't get like a build montage. It was just suddenly the unveil of the car. The f***? It's got a heads-up display. Okay, you need to brake, bro. I'm sorry. What speed is he going here? He's approaching a turn. He's going 170, basically 165. Listen to this. He's suddenly going like 90 here in like the span of like a second and a half, maybe 2 seconds. You don't hear braking, you hear a little bit of tire squealing. Just good grief. He's also shifting without moving his hand. And he's drifting for some reason. I was wondering if he had any room to go 230. 234? That is not what 234 would fucking look like. I like the way it sounds. Sit down! I've got something to show you, and it's some good deals. Today's video is sponsored by Rockform and their awesome phone cases and accessories. I chose to work with Rockform for 2 reasons. I have been using their products, the case and the screen protectors, for several months now. I work as a semi-truck driver. I need my phone to be in good condition, or at the very least, working order, because if my phone's not working, there's no way I can guarantee I'm working. The second reason is because they actually sell products I've already tried before, without being paid to do so by them. Like this case is the one I paid for. Here's the receipt. Same with the screen protector. And I also believe in pushing products that I've actually used with my own money and not to the advantage of having it be free or discounted in any way. So you guys are getting a better deal than I did. Phones are pretty expensive nowadays, especially for getting the new stuff. These are just iPhone 11s, but some phones can cost north of $1,000. That's a lot of money, so you actually want your phone to be durable. And everyone knows these phones aren't made to be durable. And the cases that you can get in the stores where you buy them, probably the same with Samsung too, don't really do a whole lot. They're just kind of cosmetic. Take these phones for instance. These are iPhone 11s. A screen replacement on an iPhone 11 is north of $300. That's why I invested $69 of my own money into the case and the screen protector, because I don't want to pay $300. So here's the cool part for you guys. If you use my link down in the description below and my code, TheRacingJoker, and get 25% off, you can get a case and a couple screen protectors for $52.49. You don't need to pay what I paid. Would you rather pay 50 bucks and avoid spending 300 bucks, or spend 300 bucks when it was entirely preventable? This is the rugged case. This is my favorite one. They have the crystal one as well, which I'll show you here, but this is my favorite design. I think it looks cool. As you can see, the corners of iPhones are pretty fragile and great shattering points on their screens, but the design in the case at the corners here helps protect those. And I've dropped this phone out of my semi, which is a good height. Before I had this case, I ruined my screen at one point when I dropped my phone when I was using the bathroom. Less than knee height, basically, and it ruined the screen. And these cases go beyond the Call of Duty because they exceed military drop specifications. But more importantly, see this square here? That is a neodymium magnet. And what that means is that you've got a really strong magnet that allows your phone to basically attach to just about anything. And the magnet is mag safe, so you should be able to do some wireless charging. They even have some wireless chargers that you can get. But more importantly, the cool thing with this magnet is that it can attach to any of their many options you have for mounts, magnetic mounts. If you're riding a motorcycle, a bicycle, or driving a car, you've got a mount that you can get, whether it's a vent mount, suction cup, like the one I've got here. It all works fantastically. A lot better than all the awkward ones where you kind of have to shove it and jam it into place. You can just kind of go pop, and it just works. I like that. I got the suction cup mount because when I turn on the heat in my car, the heat coming out of the air vents can sometimes make my phone overheat. So having that suction cup mount is awesome. And because I can have it anywhere I want on the windshield, I can have it at just the right height so that I can glance at it real quickly to check the GPS without looking down and taking my eyes actually off the road. Because as we all know, that's dangerous. And plus, despite all that awesome stuff I just told you, they still offer a 60-day money-back guarantee. So, if you want to prevent a whole headache that looks like this, then use your whole head and get some rock form cases and screen protectors, and while you're at it, get one of those mounts. And remember, use the link in the description and put in the code TheRacingJoker and you'll get 25% off on your purchase. Again, use the link in the description below and use the code TheRacingJoker and get 25% off on your purchase. Thank you to Rockform for sponsoring this video. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you all for supporting the channel. And let's get on with the video.
My uncle's place. Don't worry, he's in Monaco.
Are Aguiras street legal in the US? Isn't there only one street legal and it's called the HH or whatever? Or are they on the exemption list for show or display? Let me look that up actually. Oh, and also didn't the N1 V-Spec, R34 GTR N1 V-Spec added show or display? Was it added? I can't remember. This says that they're eligible here on GTR registry. Midnight Purple 3 isn't eligible. So, if you ever see Midnight Purple 3 R34 GTR, the US, not... I'm not going to go any further with that. Where's the show or display list? Here's a document from the NHTSA. They're not fucking loading. Oh yeah, the V-Spec N1. Well, why can't I open this? I just downloaded a million things. I can't open this in anything. How many times did I try to download this stupid thing? What the fuck? Oh, I'll open it on my phone. Fuck my ass. Okay, I can open it on my phone, but not my fucking computer. It's also 1 page long. So the M-Spec NER, the V-Spec N1, and the V-Spec Midnight Purple are in there. But why? The Koenigsegg 1, so the power to weight ratio car, 1-1 is in there, but not any Aguiras that I can see on this really short fucking list. Yeah, I guess these Aguiras are not fucking legal. That's all I was trying to check. Golly.
These aren't even legal in the United States.
How many times am I going to kill myself tonight? Jesus Christ. Hold on, Dino. Could you have said that a little sooner?
These aren't even legal in the United States. They're all Euro spec cars, so technically they don't even exist here.
Awesome. Good to know. I'm sorry, you guys. I wasted your time and my time.
3 identical Aguiras.
Well, the middle one doesn't have a wing, so I'm gonna go with... It might not even be an Aguera R. What was that noise? Do Koenigsegg's make that noise? So these aren't actual Koenigsegg's, in case you didn't know. Like the kit cars they're built on top of are still like 300 grand each or whatever the cost is, but they're really good replicas. I think they're like LS powered or something, which is kind of hilarious. Did you hear that? Like, the actual note of the engine changed. It, like, went from cross-plane to flat plane to high-revving low displacement in, like, the span of 2 seconds. No. They had the Koenigsegg symbol on the pedals. The level of detail, man.
Alright, don't mind the cop. That's not the problem. Watch how the car leans as he pulls away.
Are you serious? We're trying to make this somehow nerdy as well? Not even nerdy, just fake nerdy. I love how everyone's watching. It's like a spectator event. What is he supposed to be keeping an eye on? Like how the car's leaning? I'm confused.
In pursuit, modified Ford Mustang.
They're all modified, dude. Who doesn't modify their me, I suppose. Oh, that's really sad.
Heading east on Woodward.
Honestly, sometimes the acting in this movie is kind of gold. I'm calling out the writing. I'm having a lot of issues with, but the acting actually is really good, as far as I can tell, you know, with my professional scope on the subject. Whatever that means, I don't think...
Car's loose.
Yeah, I know. Thank you for that. Toby runs that setup in De Leon. He won't finish, let alone win.
Car's loose. How about you get rid of those skinny ass fucking tires, man?
Maybe.
Look, we have a plan.
Also, I thought he was recording, not FaceTiming. I'm confused. So wouldn't some sticky tires, maybe, I don't know, use a standalone ECU to have some good track-worthy traction control so that you're getting down as much power as possible, but not too much? Just a thought? I mean, this is also a live axle car, so you're working with the best... Oh, ugh. Oh my god, I just noticed those ugly fucking wing mirrors. Are those supposed to be cameras or some shit? Oh my god, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. They look terrible.
I'm willing to give up my Elemento to anyone that puts a stop to Toby Marshall.
Did you just say what I think you said? That car is one of 3 in the world.
I thought it was 6. Is it really 3? Well, I guess we were both wrong. 1.8 million euros. It reminds me a lot of the Performante. Anyways, never mind. Picked a hell of a car to give him. Like, a hell of a car. Why didn't he just ship the car back to Europe? That's a hell of a... Again, a hell of a car. There's a significance to the story, but then there's just... It's a...
Why wouldn't he destroy it?
The fucking Koenigsegg, holy f***. Why would he destroy it? Does the Agera have a single clutch or a dual clutch? Can't remember.
Is it possible to get a laptop?
Sure, I'll be right back.
A laptop? How are you gonna get a laptop? What is that yellow car? That's gotta be like, apart from the Sesto Elemento, that's probably the most expensive car here, right?
18.5 in position.
Oh, I love Koenigsegg's.